Wahala no dey finish oo. Juliana and her pastor gbege still continue. My correct people dem, una know na wetin dey shele with Juliana and her former pastor. No be small thing o, my correct people dem. She don drag am, the pastor ma don drag am. She said she bin no want to talk too much, but na the pastor come provoke her, wey be say she come kuku say make she kuku talk everything o. Mind Teenage Ministry say he's a Ezra predator before he was found out. He did just started the Father Me series, where he encouraged people to submit to fatherhood even while molesting those who have lived with him for 5 years plus. Alright, another person wey name na a fine rich woman come write say when Biodun Fatoyinbo's case went viral, Timi Adigan of Mind Teenage Ministry told his church members not to be talebearers or speak against a man of God. Following that, with the tale-bearer sermon discouraging members from spreading tales about men of God in advance before his Ezra acts with girls in the church were found out. Then the same ministry again, Mind Teenage Ministry again, consider say his defense when quizzed was that the girls also enjoyed the act and no one loves the girls as much as he does, going even as far as saying God will vindicate him. Hey, God. This their pastor, he pass power. This the ministry still talking. Say when asked to take a break, he remarked that he's been doing it for years and no one knew. So why would he stop preaching now when people still get saved despite his acts? Hey, this one I read brainwashing church. Alright, so see him public apology that time where they gbab am. He said, "My name is Timi Adigan. I've been called out on social media platform and this is my humble response. I want to say I am deeply sorry to everyone. My actions and inactions have hurt at this time. The truth is I was involved in inappropriate behavior with females over a couple of years. I went against the Ezra purity message I preach and believe in, and I am so sorry I failed those of you who look up to me. Please find a place in your heart to forgive me. I want to humbly state that there was no Ezra intercourse with any. None was a minor, and my wife did not know about these actions while they happened. I have apologized to God, my wife, my in-laws, my family, and some ministry members. I am here apologizing publicly. I have apologized several times to all the ladies involved and also apologized to some family members. The final apology came in September when I sent voice note apologies to all of them for taking advantage of their trust in me, and they all at different times accepted my apology. This call out was more from ministry leaders who had clashes with me at different times and used the occasion of this knowledge to get back at me, hence the use of the ministry Twitter handle. Can you imagine how he's defending himself? Once again, I'm sorry for my wrongs. I am 100% open and faithful to my wife now, and I know deep within that I have repented. Please give me an opportunity to prove so. And yes, I still believe in Ezra purity, and I hope to be a worthy example again soon enough. I have stepped down in October from ministry and church. I only maintained a followership for the people that still wanted me to teach them the words. So it is a followership running in the interim, not a church as at now. Then I also came back on social media prematurely and I apologize. I would be off until January when I am restored to the pulpit. To Mind family members across the world, I am sorry. To the Christian community globally, I am sorry. To people of other faiths, I am sorry. To Nigerians, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Please find in your heart to do So the church do come follow chook mouth for the man apology. Come talk one or two. Make I read am for una. Our response to Timi Adikun's apology to Timi Adegon's sexual abuse of ladies. It is important that the record is set straight, as we believe it is expedient that the truth be said for the sake of the sensitivity of the young people that this ministry reaches out to. On Tuesday, 13th October, members and friends of the ministry got a shocking text message from an anonymous phone line accusing us all of covering Timi Adigun and endorsing his escapades with young ladies over the years. The message reads, "Shame on mind for not standing for the truth. Shame on Pastor Timi for manipulating and sexually harassing girls for over 5 years. Yes, physically and over the phone. Shame on Mema for acknowledging and allowing pastor do such. Shame on you for standing by such evil. So many bloody victims. We shall speak the truth. This is just the beginning. All of una shame." We definitely got bothered, and some leaders sought to get to the root of the matter by finding out who the anonymous sender was. All effort to do this proved abortive. Instead, we were met with more shocking news asserting that the accusation may have been true. We took the second most important step by reaching out to him, and every of those times Timi Adigun insisted that God had asked him not to say a word concerning the situation. Ah, God. This man. However, some of the ladies who had been victims of these sexual exploitations reached out to leaders in the ministry, and that was when we gathered the following. 1. Timi Adekunle had indeed been sexually harassing some of the ladies in the ministry for over 5 years. He was involved in depraved immorality with them, including teenagers. Timi Adekunle had insisted on a teenager meeting up with him at an hotel in Lagos from her school that was outside Lagos. He told her not to inform her family about leaving school either, totally unconcerned about her safety. In the same vein, he had invited others too, telling them to come alone to meet him. These young people trusted him with everything. Some of their parents entrusted them to him. His wife, Titi Adegon, knew about this all along. She knew about it the very first time it happened, and at other times after that, despite knowing she still deliberately exposed ladies in the ministry to her husband, accommodating some of them in their house. Timi Adegon made some of the victims kneel before his wife to apologize for his own sexual immoralities. When met by some of the leaders again with more detail, he still resorted to self-justification and said things like, "It's not like I do not take care of these girls. God will vindicate me. My God will speak for me," to justify his sexual harassment of them. After this episode, he went on to block the leaders, present and past, from being accessible to him. He and his wife even threatened some of the victims before, during and after this so-called final apology. It is also worthy of note that Timi Adekunle never stepped down. He said 8 times without number that he wasn't called into ministry by anyone and no one could make him step down. Step down would mean him stepping away and handed over to someone else, which obviously never happened. Instead, he closed down the church and shut down the ministry programs for the year, after which he reached out to obviously carefully selected people to inform them of a new church running. They didn't reach him to be taught the word. Is he really sorry? Timi Adekunle was going to act like nothing went wrong until he was called out. Would he be sorry if he wasn't called out? It is surprising that he still referred to mine as a family after cutting the same people off and blocking On social media, every leader, both past and present, who has sought to offer help and counsel on this issue. No leader ever had issue with him until he was confronted with these allegations. He offered no explanation or apology to the ministry members, leaving most of them confused, and some had to ravage for information themselves. He dissolved the family groups and stated clearly for everyone to do as they wished in their respective stations. In a long text sent by his wife to all the ministry platform right before they both cut everyone off. From where we stand internally, Timi Adegun's action up until now has not reflected remorse. He had confidently stated that nothing can be done to him, confidently playing on the victim's quietness. In lieu of this, we still do not recommend any parent or church body to trust their words with him. Any young person, teenager or child involved with Timi or Titi Adegun will be doing so at their own risk. Thank you, signed ministry leaders. So na the former church wey been the pastor be that. It was a teen church. Na him been the pastor. Maybe he can go open his own church. Na there where Juliana can go meet am. Whether she no hear of the history, because it's in na for net I get am. That means everything there online. All the escapade there online. So I don't know. Although she said people were telling her about him, but she no believe. Although the man don't still come out now, come they defend himself, say apology. The worst be say the man no even get remorse. Shameless. So I think all right again. Say Juliana again. I hope you find peace. You and her now will go find peace. I will not respond in a video to your new video because I have apologized to the church and the world at large for the wrongs. I made a promise to the world in December 2020 and I have kept to it. I am thankful to those who have chosen to believe yet again. We are building and growing again with God, and we rejoice in the speedy restoration. Hashtag we rest. Hashtag year of rest. So, you can still say, for those concerned for me and asking me to stop responding, if I was brought before a court, I would have to talk, or my lawyer talk. I have been brought before a social media jury. I have to speak the truth. But it is still up to individuals to choose what to believe. That said, I want to make it public here that I am ready to stand before any court or panel, and I am ready to be investigated. When you know you have told the truth, there is no more fear. I never actually abuse anyone. I have facts, figures, and dates. What I was guilty of, I own up to, and I apologize for. The next I want to see is a subpoena. I will continue on social media and continue building my businesses and ministry. This is a distraction I have no time for. I will not be posting on this again. Thank you. Alright, so fast reaction. The first person here say, how could this girl let religion blind her to this extent? The second say, this is what happens when you worship man instead of your God Almighty. Then the third say, he said he apologized to the world. Why did I not get a copy of the apology? Abi, I know they among the world. Then the last person say his response reeks of manipulation. It's also funny how people still have spiritual daddies. After all, we hear about Fatayibos, Suleiman and co. Everybody receives sense abeg. Ewo, Loshiga. Alright, so my correct people them. So Juliana too can follow. Respond to the pastor, can't talk one or two. That's still most of the same thing where she talked that time. You just never cease to amaze me, Timilayin. You are such a baby. You will never change. So me, I know they read again. See them plenty plenty. Even though na dem pay my school fees, abeg make dem come collect. I don tire. Which kind thing? When una no sit down do video, now ready. I dey enjoy this am about since say I don't need to stress myself. Alright, so my correct people now una see say she come still write series of things, but make I just read this one. She say, the release I needed but never had the courage to own up to. It's taken everything from me to get here, but a new day has come. Amen. Oh. So Timi Adego abi Timileye, anyone I don't go through in church. Now just small children, teenagers, 9 foot there. No one bring their faces here on social media. Small children. I just pity them honestly, and I pity their parents, whether they never hear wetin the man they do. I just pray make this one will be say celebrity don't come out, come talk am, at least it go more viral than when in former church they been call am out. Maybe people can't go comot their children there beg before you go knock them back tire. Alright, so my correct people there, wanna thank you so super much for watching. Una still beautiful. Una bye.